Now, if you've ever had the disappointment of seeing your veggies get munched, not by your friends and family, or if you've kind of struggled with being a fairly new gardener and maybe you're overwatering or underwatering, which it took me years to grow houseplants for this reason, because I'm a very thirsty person, so I always thought my plants must be as well. You're never going to have that problem, because this is the Vegepod, and it's a self-watering small container garden. So it's going to do all of that for you. Comes with a stand and the cover, and it's on clearance at $195.99. You're saving 45% or $166 off that QVC price, and it ships to you with reduced shipping and handling. Now, just to give you a heads up, we only have 200 to go around. So if you are thinking about growing your own food, or getting your children or grandchildren interested in growing, get to the phones, 800-500-7590. But let me take you on a tour of this. So the size of this, the stand is 32 inches by 15 inches by 18 inches. And then the container is 39 by 20 by 13. And the cover is 39 by 20 by 28 inches. What you're going to get inside this is the self-watering trays. I wonder if I can pop this top off. You're going to get the self-watering trays and then an irrigation system that's actually fitted into the roof. So you can see that hose coming off. It has misters that run all the way along it. So when that lid is in place, it's going to mist for you and do the watering for you. So it's kind of taking that guesswork out of how to do it. You don't need any tools to be able to put this together. These are the trays that, I don't know if I can tip this forward and show you in a minute, but you can see them there. And then you're just clicking that lid into place. Super lightweight, much easier than if you were thinking about, building your own planters, which can be quite a lot of size, quite a lot of work and take up quite a lot of real estate. You're attaching it to the hose and then just filling it with soil, adding the lid, and then that's it. That's the irrigation system. So that's going to give you that high volume, fine misting. It's kind of similar to what we see, when you go into the supermarket. We never used to have that back in the day, but now, you can see all the veggies getting misted with a fine mist. The secret of that is in this lid. Hang on, I don't want to break it. Let me just pop this back on. And this is the piece that you're attaching to the hose, and then this runs all the way along inside, and so you're getting a fine mist on either side that's going to be feeding and nurturing all of your veggies. Maybe you're thinking about wanting to grow your own food, especially these days, and I think especially post 2020, when a lot of us, myself included, had the time and realized, like, hey, you can actually grow things, and it's easy and it's fun, and you get the joy of eating your own food and knowing where it's from, but also the cost. I was living in Michigan during the pandemic, and it was like, hey, my neighbors had pears, my neighbors had asparagus, we had tomatoes. You got to do a great exchange. I remember being in Arizona, the same thing with lemons. Like, everybody was like, hey, do you need more lemons? This is a great way to be able to have your own food and really enjoy the process of growing it, but without the sort of trial and error of, oh wait, that spot's too sunny, or oh no, I'm not watering it in the right way. This is going to do all of that, take the worry out of overwatering and underwatering, because you have this beautiful irrigation system. Take a look at this. This is going to, we're going to see it in full bloom, and see this is, you're just attaching it to the hose. This is that irrigation system that I'm mentioning, and look how fun this is. I remember being a kid, and my mum and dad would grow vegetables. We had a really big garden then, and it's just such a fun experience as a child to see where food comes from and to really understand food doesn't come in a can or a packet. Like, real food is grown by the sun, and it doesn't cost anything. Well, it costs, minimal, the amount of the water, the amount of the seeds, and it's a process that is fun to kind of be part of. $195.99. That's your item number. And keep in mind, if you've ever had that, this is part of the kind of learning experience as a gardener, is realizing, like, oh wait, slugs, or oh wait, these types of bugs. And then you get rid of those types of bugs, but you realize these kinds of bugs were eating those ones. It's covered. So, you don't have to worry about deer or other types of critters coming into your garden and eating the spoils of your hard work. It's completely covered, easy to attach to your regular hose, and a great height. Maybe you're not gardening anymore because getting down on your hands and knees isn't as easy. And I always see people who are getting off the grid building these beds out of, you know, old crates and stuff, and that's a lot of work. This is something that you can put on a small space. You're filling it with soil. Let me show you to give you an idea of the size. So this is how much soil you're going to put into it. So it's a lot less soil than a lot of the raised beds that you kind of see in the garden. I'm just going to tip that forward so that you can see. And this is how it's going to come. So this is where your excess water is going to drain off. So you never have to worry about overwatering. And then you've got this gorgeous fine mist. So again, you're not adding too much water, just the right amount, and it's going to be gently misting. Give us a call to order. It is M93905. Your easy pay on this is $39.20, and then you also get reduced shipping and handling as well. So it is our